Do you ever notice how the people who seem to magically stay consistent aren't actually doing anything extreme? It's like they've got some secret spell for staying on track. They don't rely on motivation. They don't crash and burn every few weeks. They just keep going. And honestly, that used to feel a little like witchcraft to me, because I could be perfect for a few days. I think everybody could. I could get my meal prep done, my walk scheduled, my mindset locked in. And then one stressful week would just knock me right off track. But here's what I've learned halfway through this journey of mine. The real magic of weight loss isn't found in big transformations. It's in small, repeatable habits that stack up very quietly, like spells that build power over time. So today, we're talking about the witchcraft of consistency, how tiny habits cast the strongest spells for weight loss and how to finally make them stick for good. Because it's not about being perfect. It's about being powerful in small, consistent ways. For so long, I thought success meant big action. Like, if I wasn't overhauling my life, I wasn't really trying. I would set these wild goals. So, I'm going to work out for 2 hours a day when I could barely walk. I'm going to meal prep every single meal, every single day. I'm never going to touch sugar again. And sure, if I actually started the habits, it would work for a little while until life happened. Stress, exhaustion, overwhelm, and just like that, that perfect plan would crumble. And when I realized that big change burns out fast, but small habits really build roots, they're kind of quiet and unimpressive, but they work. The strongest magic doesn't come from these grand gestures. It comes from the daily rituals that are done with intention. So if you think about it, every habit is just repetition. It's practiced long enough that it becomes effortless. But here's where the real witchcraft part comes in. The more you repeat something, the more your brain starts to expect it. It stops arguing, it stops resisting, and it just does it. That's how walking became my default instead of binging. How journaling became my first response instead of snacking. Those aren't willpower wins. They are the results of hundreds of tiny, repeated choices, and each one reinforced a new identity that I was building for myself. You don't need motivation when you've built muscle memory for discipline. So let's talk about how these small habits actually cast their spell. When you repeat something that aligns with your goals, even in tiny ways, your brain releases a little hit of dopamine. It feels good. And it's not the artificial sugar high kind of good either. It is a deep, stable, I am proud of myself kind of good. So instead of chasing instant gratification from food, you start craving progress. For example, my morning potion isn't coffee or supplements. It's my routine. Hydrate with water, move a little, breathe, reflect. It's very simple, but doing it reminds my brain daily that I am the kind of person who takes care of myself and keeps promises to myself. And that identity, that's the real magic. Your habits aren't just what you do, they're who you are becoming. So now let's talk about the curse, the one that keeps so many of us stuck. It's called the all or nothing mindset. You may know it. I messed up lunch, so the whole day's ruined. I skipped my workout or walk, so I'm just going to start over Monday or next week or next month. That's not logic. That's a spell that you have cast on yourself. And it's one that breaks your confidence every single time. Because here's the truth. Perfection doesn't build trust. Consistency does. So if you want to break the curse, stop expecting yourself to do everything right. Instead, I want you to focus on doing something right every day. Even if it's tiny. Drink some water, take a little walk, write a journal entry, whatever it is that keeps you connected to your goal. That is your real power move. You can't mess up a journey that's built on showing up. So let me show you what this kind of looks like in my actual life. These are the small spells that keep me grounded even when I'm struggling. Shutting down the kitchen after dinner. No late night grazing, no emotional eating. It's a boundary spell, and it protects my peace. Turning off those screens 90 minutes before bed. That one is a nervous system reset. It keeps my mind calm and my sleep very deep. In a morning walk, no matter what, even if it's just down the hallway and back, and not for calories, but for clarity and for keeping myself grounded. Checking in with my emotions before meals. So I ask myself, what am I really hungry for right now? Sometimes it's not even food. Each one of these habits might seem small, but together they have completely changed my life. The habits that feel boring are usually the ones doing the deepest work. And here's something I wish I had understood sooner. Consistency isn't about control. It's about energy. So every decision that you make either is going to drain your energy or restore it. And small, consistent habits are like little energy deposits throughout your day. When you eat nourishing food, you move your body, you get some sunlight, you do some deep breathing, you rest. You're literally recharging your battery. And when you're recharged, you stop relying on motivation. You start relying on momentum. Because motivation fades, but momentum will build over time. Discipline is not punishment. It is energy management in disguise. Halfway through my weight loss journey so far, and I've realized something huge. I wasn't trying to become consistent anymore. I was consistent. I wasn't perfect. I didn't always hit every goal, but I kept showing up, even when I didn't feel like it, even when I was mad. And that shift from trying to become something to simply being it, that's when things really changed. The magic of consistency is that it transforms you very quietly. You don't even notice it's happening until one day you look back and you realize the old version of you couldn't have done this. You've built a new identity, one small steady habit at a time. You don't find consistency, you build it brick by brick until it becomes who you are. Now, let's talk about the dark side of this, which is excuses. Because excuses are kind of like spells too. They sound comforting at first, but they always come with a cost. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'll do better when life slows down. I'll get back on track after the holidays. Every time you say that, you hand your power away. You trade momentum for comfort. But here's the thing. Real transformation doesn't happen when life's easy. It happens when you stay consistent in spite of the chaos. Because consistency isn't a vibe. It's a commitment. And once you stop letting excuses cast their spell, you step back into your own power. Your excuses sound like protection, but they're actually a cage. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. You don't need magic to lose weight. You just need rituals, which are daily actions that honor your goals, even when no one's watching. Little habits that add up over time and cast spells of confidence that you can feel. Because consistency isn't glamorous, it's not exciting a lot of times, but it's steady, it's intentional, it's patient, and it's the most powerful kind of transformation there is. Your habits are the wand. Your actions are the spell. If you're ready to make this your season of consistency, that's exactly what we do inside the community. We're not chasing perfection. We're building rhythm, creating structure that supports your energy, your mindset, and your goals. And the best part, we're all doing it together. So, if you're ready to build your own spellbook of daily habits and finally staying consistent for good, click the link below to join the waitlist. Because the truth is, the strongest magic isn't found in motivation. It's found in the tiny habits that turn ordinary people into unstoppable ones. And until our next spooky conversation, stay kind to yourself, eat like you love yourself, and keep going. You are doing better than you think. Bye for now.